Okay, so we're going to have a little bit of practice towards the end of this lesson about balancing equations, because we're going to need to understand this and do this for our next lesson. So I'm going to model here how you balance equations. We have done this in class, but watch carefully and then I'm going to get you to practice some. So the first one I'm going to model is sodium plus iodine gives us sodium iodide. Sodium plus iodine, remember iodine is a diatomic molecule, so it travels around in pairs, gives us sodium iodide. Now I know this is the formula for sodium iodide because sodium has a +1 charge, it's in group 1, iodine has a -1 charge because it's in group 7. So from our conservation of mass, we know that the number of atoms on this side has to equal the number of atoms on this side. We can't change the ratio of sodium to iodine atoms in a sodium iodide molecule, because that is governed by these charges here. Okay, so the fact that sodium is a +1 and iodine is a -1 means that there is always one sodium bonding with one iodine. So if we need more atoms on this side, we can only change it by putting big numbers in front. We can't add little numbers here because that would change the ratio of sodium to iodine. Okay, so the way I do this is I start with a particular element and I try and balance it, and then I move on to the next one. So let me model exactly what I mean. So I'm going to start with sodium. On this side of the equation, I've got 1. And on this side of the equation, I've got 1. So I'm happy. There is 1 atom of sodium on this side and 1 atom of sodium on that side. And so by the law of conservation of mass, that satisfies the law of conservation of mass. Now I'm going to try my iodine. On this side, I have got 2 iodine molecules. Sorry, 2 iodine atoms. On this side of the equation, I've only got 1. So this does not satisfy the law of conservation of mass. And so in order to have 2 iodine atoms on this side, I have to put a big 2. So now I've got 2. I'm happy there. However, this now changes the number of sodiums. So I've now got 2 on this side, 2 sodiums on this side, which means I start off with 1 and I end up with 2, which doesn't follow the law of conservation of mass. So I need to have 2 on this side. So I put a big 2 in front. I now have 2 sodiums on this side. And so I'm happy. 2 sodiums on this side becoming 2 sodiums on this side, 2 iodines on this side becoming 2 iodines on this side. My equation is balanced.